Brandy Cooper here, and welcome to the B Collection. I'm super excited today because we have professional makeup artist Kenya Haynie here with us, and we're going to be talking a little bit about her career and what you can be doing if you aspire to be a professional makeup artist. And as a bonus for you, stick around to see how Kenya achieved this makeup look on me. So let's get straight into it. How are you doing today, Kenya?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Of course. So when did you know that you wanted to pursue a career in the makeup industry?
I really think the light bulb hit when I was a freshman in college. I was not happy with school. I wasn't happy with my life. I know this is something that I was very passionate about. I always had my friends, come over and do my makeup. Of course, I did that. And then I also practiced on myself. So I was like, this is for me, so why not get into it?
Of course, yeah. So how did you develop and advance your makeup skills over the time?
I definitely grew up during the YouTube stages. So of course I watched YouTube tutorials. Again, I practiced on myself, my friends, my family. So I kept practicing until I at least got it down pat. And then of course, as I got a little more advanced in the industry, I went to take makeup lessons from celebrity professional makeup artists.
Yeah, of course. Do you recommend upcoming young ladies or gentlemen that want to be in the makeup field to work at a makeup counter like MAC or Sephora?
It's funny you asked that because I started at MAC. I had a great experience. However, I am not into retail. I will not knock it, but if it can be beneficial, it can definitely help you communicate with people more, learn more about the products, different skin tones, types, and shape. So I will not knock the idea, but it's not mandatory or anything.
Yeah. So how did you transition from a regular 9-to-5 to being a full-time makeup artist?
That was probably the hardest decision I had to make throughout my whole 23 years of my life.
I can imagine.
I was working at Porsche headquarters, and of course I wasn't happy there as well. I'm the type of person, if I'm not happy, then I'm going to change that.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. It wasn't planned, and I'm a planner, so it kind of took me off guard as well when I was like, oh, I'm about to quit. But I just had to do it. It's really no good chance to do it. You just do it, and then just really dedicate yourself and stay committed. And I kept going, and now I'm here.
Yeah, definitely. So how did you build your clientele, and what advice would you give to other up-and-coming makeup artists to build their clientele?
That is an awesome question. I built my clientele through multiple ways. Social media, I believe, is number one. It's very helpful. Hashtags, staying on top of your content, just posting every day if you can. I also have a sister. She's a professional hairstylist. She helped me out as well with her clients and referring me. Word of mouth is everything. And then I work at a studio called The Glamatory in Smyrna. So that definitely opened a lot of doors for me to gain clients.
Okay, great. So I know that you've done some work in the entertainment industry. So how did you land your first gig, and what has that been like for you thus far?
It was really scary because I had no experience. Like, I didn't know what to do. But I landed my first gig. It was actually a movie set with TV One. It's called Downsize. So you guys should check that out. But I actually got my first gig through my boss, who I work with now. Her name is Mimi J. They just needed me for touch-ups, which are super easy. But they called me back. I was only supposed to be there for one day for touch-ups. But they kept calling me back like, hey, we need you to actually do an actress, a whole face. And I'm like, like me? I don't know what to do. I'm so used to glam makeup, not the actual TV and film. And it's a total difference. So it was really scary. I'm very observant, so of course I went on set, observed everything first, try to see who to talk to and who not to talk to. But that helped out a lot.
That's great. That's awesome. So what has been your proudest moment as a makeup artist so far?
I think my proudest moment will be me overcoming my doubts because I like to stick in one little box sometimes, and my friends had to like get in my head like, yo, you're an artist, like you have to step outside of your creative zone and you know, try new things. So I've recently tried, you know, bold colors or editorial stuff. Like I'm really known for natural looks, so that was my comfort zone, so I had to step outside of that. So that was like probably my proudest moment.
Oh, great. So is there a makeup artist that you look up to, and why?
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of dope makeup artists in the industry. But if I had to choose one, she's actually my teacher. Her name is Noor. A lot of people know her as Noorface, but she's an awesome makeup artist. She's her, which is what I really love about her. She doesn't compare herself to any other makeup artist. You know when you see her work, it's Noorface. She's very unique. I feel like when she does makeup, it's a little deeper than makeup. Like her makeup tells a story, which I love. I don't want to just be painting people's faces. Like I want it to mean something.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I really, really love her.
So over the years, the beauty industry has become very saturated.
Yeah.
So what advice do you have for an upcoming makeup artist who feels like there isn't room for them to make money in this industry?
My number one advice would probably be to find your style and your lane and stick to it and just do you. Again, don't compare yourself to other artists. You know, it's plenty of work out there for all of us. So just stay true to yourself. Don't allow the industry to twist your head or anything like that. Remember why you started and just keep that drive going.
Yeah, definitely. So another question for upcoming makeup artists: what are some good products that are must-haves for somebody that's trying to build their makeup kit?
I would probably name my top 5. Of course, have some hand sanitizer because you want to be clean and brush cleaner.
Yes.
It's gonna come to a point where you're probably doing somebody back to back, so you need something fresh and on deck. So have that. Of course, as far as foundation, something very reasonable for you to go ahead and buy, like probably right now. Black Opal's foundation stick is perfect. Concealers, I've tried every concealer, I feel like, high-end drugstore, but my favorite is LA Girl, which is sold at the beauty supply store. My 4th would probably be translucent powder. You can definitely try Sacha, Black Opal, or Laura Mercier. And then
oh wow, I have a lot of Laura products, but I never know how to pronounce it.
Laura Mercier.
I pronounce it Laura Mercer, like the school.
Of course, you know, primer. I think that's the number one thing. Prepping your face before applying the makeup. You can use MAC's Prep and Prime spray, or I like to use Glossier's moisturizer. It gives a nice hydrated skin finish.
So I gotta ask, from my girls that love eyeliner, liquid, pencil, or gel eyeliner, and why?
I love them all. I would probably say gel though. Specifically Inglot gel eyeliner. Number 77 is jet black. Doesn't transfer, doesn't move. Once it's on there, it's on there. It's not going nowhere unless you want it to come off, you know, at that time. But I think that's perfect eyeliner.
And what is one of your favorite makeup trends right now?
Of course, the no makeup look with the nice glow.
That's mine.
And the gloss. I think it's perfect for every day. Like you can't go wrong with that.
Definitely.
Whether you're on an interview, going to the store, going shopping, on a date, that's the best way.
All right, so that was all the questions, and so now we're going to get straight into that bonus makeup look that we spoke about earlier.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna go into some few details and some products that I used on Brandy. First, I'm gonna start with the lip. I just lined her lip with the MAC's Chestnut pencil, and then I also used one of our lip potions from the Glamatory. It's called Cherry Bomb. You can buy that online, or you can come on to the store in Smyrna. I also used to highlight and give her that natural, beautiful glow. I used the Nessa Myricks Illuminating Veil. This is also sold at Costco here in Atlanta, so be sure to check that out. This color is Radiance, and as you can see, it's giving her all of that. For foundation, I use Black Opal foundation sticks. I am a mixer, so I definitely mixed Truly Topaz and Rich Caramel. And to just contour her out, I did use the foundation stick as well. I believe this is Beautiful Bronze, so I used this to contour her face. And again, as I mentioned in the interview, I used LA Girl Warm Honey Concealer under her eye, and just to contour a little bit and give her that good structure that she likes with her face. As far as prepping her skin, I just use MAC's Prep and Prime Spray. In her eyes, I actually use Fenty Beauty's Rum. It's a highlighter, but I use it as eyeshadow, which can come in handy. You can put it on your lips, put it on your eyes, put it on your face, whatever you want to do with it. I love to use Morphe palettes. It's not in the best condition, but I will definitely show you the colors. It has plenty of colors in it. I think this is collab with Jaclyn Hill. So I used some brown, some warm colors on her eyes from that palette. And that's about it. Of course, to set her face, I did use the banana powder by Ben9. I did not put too much because I want her skin to look like skin. So I only put it in the places where I put the concealer, which is under her eyes and probably a little bit around her nose where she gets a little oily, and on her forehead.
So that concludes this interview. Thank you so much for watching. Please share and stay on the lookout for another segment of the V Collection. And thanks, Kenya, for joining us today.
My pleasure.